As soon as that starts, we'll go. All right, that's recording. Let me minimize this. And I want to welcome everybody to the call. If there's anyone who is new this evening, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to A Promise Delivered. Spoke to the programmer today. The final touches of the products are being added, the pictures, real simple stuff. I would say give him another 2 days. We should be good to go. The commercial was written today, well, yesterday and today. It took 2 days to get this thing written. Well, actually, it wasn't just the commercial, it was actually the breadbasket description. I will share that with you. The commercial, there's no need to share that because you're not going to be reading it, nor will anybody else. But the breadbasket outline will be read. It's going to be put on the website. I just have to change a few words and add in the finishing touches, and it's going to go on the website. Okay, so that information you'll be able to go read. It's a good bit. And it has to be outlined properly. I was also on the phone with the IRS, and I found out some interesting things. To get the EIN for that particular humanitarian project requires a few documents that I need to fill out, sign by hand. Sound familiar? Now, if the IRS is asking you to sign something, you got to think for a second. And I did. I said, now, all these years, I would just go on irs.gov, go on there, get an LLC. Within 8 minutes, I got the thing. But doing a humanitarian project is a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. I underestimated it. I thought it was just go get an LLC, stick the name on there, and you're done. Not the case with the humanitarian project. Come to find out, the IRS and the government both need to know about humanitarian projects. It's not just a let's go get it, stick it up and go. It doesn't work that way if it's real. Now, if it's a fly by night or something that's shady, then yeah, they'll do it like, come up overnight and be done. But this actually requires documentation, a wet hand signature with a witness. So, with that being known, it's going to take 4 days for the humanitarian project. There's no way around it. But at the end of it, at the end of that process is a bona fide humanitarian project. Now, it's going to have 5 different portions of this actual project. It's not just, one thing, it's multiple things, and it's going to tie into the other. Well, it is the actual humanitarian project that I have for myself. It's going to support A Promise Delivered as well. Now, that brings me to giving the understanding on the 4th grade. So I'm going to go into great detail about the 4th grade. This way, there should not be any confusion. All right? 1 through 3 and 5 through 12 are the same. The only difference is it's a larger royalty. If you keep it like that, you won't get confused. If you try to add something else into it, you're just going to confuse yourself. 1 through 3, you're either shopping or you're withdrawing. 5 through 12, you're either shopping or you're withdrawing. Period. Don't add anything else in there, please. The only thing that you would add again, still going to concern shopping is if you have an entrepreneurial product or service and you want to have it featured on a promise delivered. Of course, that's coming. It's not going to be off the front as soon as we open. No, nope. I don't want any added extra stuff outside of what we're doing to participate. Okay. I want it to be as clean as possible with the launch so that there's not a whole bunch of confusion. Again, 1 through 3, you're either shopping or withdrawing. 5 through 12, the exact same thing. Stop making it more confusing than it is. Now, let's have a discussion. And I want to make this as slow and clean as possible. We already know that once you go from 1 to 12, it ends. On the way to 12, you're going to stop on the 4th grade. And you're going to get your first introduction to Team Royal, right? So now you go to 6 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When you get to 12, here's the burning question that everybody wanted to know. Yes, that position stops, and by the grace of a promise delivered, you are offered another position at the 1st grade. If you had been listening to me explain the 4th grade, you would know that you start over. Compliments of a promise delivered. Now, when I say compliments, that means a promise delivered is paying for it for you. Now, do you see why there's a subscription? One would say, oh, well, I'm paying for it myself. You could call it that. But it was set up, and the way it was designed, a promise delivered is doing it for you. So when you join, you're going to go to 1, 2, 3, shop, withdraw, shop. You get to the 4th grade, you go into Team Royal. Now, let me pause for a second. The 4th grade is $400. The entry to Team Royal is $398. There is a difference of $2, right? So you're literally using 4th grade to go to Team Royal. Just think of it like that. The first time I get to the 4th grade, I'm going into Team Royal fully vetted. Now, let me explain what fully vetted means. The business position, $249. The membership that the business needs to receive daily income, $149. That's $398. Or somewhere around it is. 247, 249.97. That 97, you have to count it. And 149.97. It makes it 398. Somebody was up. Well, your math is wrong. Well, you get the point. 4th grade is $400. That will allow you one business position and one membership that the business needs. Those two together is a vetted position. Why is it called vetted? Because the second you put those two together, it's ready to receive once 3 are placed under it. I'll slow down. Does everybody understand that part so far? Don't unmute. When you get to the 4th grade, the first time, once you join, we're getting ready to join here in a day or two, or whatever it is. When you go in, you're going to go to 1st grade. You're going to go to the 2nd grade. You're going to go to the 3rd grade. You're going to start getting excited. Because when you get to the 3rd grade, you know what's next. You're going over to a promise delivered or over to Team Royal with a fully vetted position. All right? You're going to go in, you're going to sign up. You're going to go through the sign up process, one of the enrollers, and I'm going to introduce everybody again tonight just so you know who you're speaking to and it's not a confusion or who's this person. You're going to speak to them, you're going to get signed up, you're going to get your membership position signed up. They're going to talk you through that as well. You're just going to repeat the same thing. You're just clicking a different area. Once you get those two together, you're done. You're done. There's nothing else to do except get an LLC. You should have an LLC sitting and waiting as long as it's taken us to get launched. That means you should have visited irs.gov, go through the process, get an EIN number to a business name. That's all you have to do. You only need one. Unless you have a jump start, you need two. If you don't have a jump start, don't worry about it. Don't even ask questions on it because it doesn't concern you. If you're coming in fresh, you only need one. Okay? Now, moving forward. Once you have made it through the fourth grade, you go right back to what you've been doing, shopping or withdrawing. That's it. Today, earlier, when I was speaking to him, he went through the process and created a debit card right in front of me. He clicked a few buttons, click, 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 boom, there was a card. An actual card, virtual, but it's a real card that will accept funds and purchase. So you can use that card right in the back office, just like I had said. You just push out of your daily balance, whatever's there, onto the card and shop. You know, at each grade, once you make it to the end of the grade or make it through the grade, you receive your royalties. First grade is $50. So you know $50 is available to put on the card to go get something $49 and below, right? Same with all the other levels, depending on whatever grade you're on and whatever that grade royalty is. They all combine on one box. So you'll see a box in the center of your back office. I think it's to the left, if I remember correctly, slightly left, but in the center. And it will climb as you climb. Each grade that you complete, that royalty goes there. So you move what you want to that card to purchase whatever it is or whatever grade you have made it to. All right. So as you go through, that box is going to increase if you don't pull anything out or if you don't go shopping, which we already know we're supposed to be shopping. That is the purpose of this website. Buy something. So by the time you get to the 12th grade, you will have seen all of the grades. You will have seen all of the royalties. It'll all be sitting right there. That position falls off, and then you restart. Because all the people that help you move through, now you are going to help them move through. Do you see the vicious cycle? The vicious, paid cycle, prosperous cycle. This is what you've all been asking for. How does it work? I decided to give it to you. Why not? Now you know. All you have to do, now listen, all you have to do is follow the instructions. Don't try to add nothing. Don't try to fix nothing. Don't try to put, well, it said this, but I'm going to do that. I'm telling you in advance, if that is your mindset, please let me know. I don't want any extra headaches, and I'm sure the enrollers don't either. We're all here for one thing. Let's just be honest with one another. You trying to get your pocketbooks right, your wallets right. Well, same here. So it's really not as complicated as most have made it. I may have made it that way trying to explain it to you. And if I did, I apologize. But again, it's a very simple process. Each grade has a specific value, and you will see items and different services and trinkets and whatever at that value. If it's first grade, they're going to be $50 and below. You can't go get a Lamborghini on the first grade. You can't even get the keys. But you get my point. Now, there's a few things, like I said, on four that we need to discuss slowly so you can catch it and stop being afraid of fourth grade. Because it's only going to happen once each turn. Once. And once you've gotten what you need out of it the first two times, because once you get those team royal positions, you don't get them anymore. You only get them twice. That's it. Unless you want another one, it will be available for you to do if you so choose to, but it'll be an LLC. The next time you get on four, you can only do it on the fourth grade. Okay? You can only do it on the fourth grade. Now, there was a lot of conversation about people that may not want to do both things. That defeats the purpose of even being a part of the family. You just, that's, makes no sense to me. We all got bills. The only way you're going to take care of them is participate properly. Get in a promise delivered. Take the two positions and live your life. That's it. It's not asking a lot, but it does help everybody else. And the crypto thing, I'm going to make that real easy for you because I'm going to start training on it. One thing at a time. So the Monday's call will eventually go to a training call. I'm going to do the presentation a couple of times. The commercial, once the commercial's cut, there's no need to do the presentation. I'll just play the commercial. Okay? Real simple. Let's stop making this complicated. All right. Fourth grade. Everybody buckle up. Get your notepad out. We ready? You get started. You get to the fourth grade. You're going to see a voucher. I saw the voucher. There is a voucher. The voucher will be $400. I can make it exactly $398. I'll have to check with what it actually comes out to if things have changed. If it is $398, that voucher will be $398. It'll allow you to use it for the business position, $249.97 comes off of that card. And then you're just going to sign up. Once you got your business position all signed in, and you can log into the back office, you're going to log out. You're going to click Get Started on your website that has your name at the top of it, whatever you name it. You're going to click Get Started, and you're going to do the sign up process again under your own link. You're just simply going to log out. As soon as it goes to the regular website, the corporate website with your name at the top, it'll be there. Click Get Started in the top right corner. When you do that, the next thing you're going to click is the 149 position. You're not going to click anything else. I'm not even going to say anything else because I want it clear. You're going to click on the 149 spot. Do the same process. You're going to put in the name. You don't have to put in no socials and all that. Just put a name. You can even turn your name around backwards. Put it in there. It's a real person. They don't care. You don't care, except you're going to maintain the payment of it every month of $149, along with the business position. $149. That's $300, y'all. Third grade is $300. So that should tell you something right there. You get it back before you even get there. Did you catch that? Third grade is 300. All you got to do is leave it set there. That's your first month payment for these two. Remember I said, don't worry about it. It's already covered. See, when you don't know things, you get nervous. But like I said, this was set up immaculately for it to take care of itself, not you. It's not coming out of your pocket. The $398 is not coming out of your pocket, which gives you a paid position from go. Right? So you got those two. $249 on the first click, $149 on the second click. Done. Go to fifth grade. Enjoy that stuff. Sixth grade and shop. Enjoy yourself. Relax. Once you get to 12th grade, that position ends. You've got all you're going to get from that position, and it goes bye-bye forever. Then, with the help of a promise delivered, remember, footsteps brings you back, picks you up. It says, Russ, we're going to start you right back here at 1. Here, enjoy life. Paid for you. You didn't even see it happen. Bam! All of a sudden, you're back in first grade. What? You get to the 4th grade, what are you going to do? Click on the voucher, $249.97. Fill out the information with your LLC, because the first one you're going to do in your name. The second one is going to be in the LLC. Sign all in. Put the EIN, your social, both of them go on there. Put it all in, get signed up, log out, and then click on the get started and sign up the outside membership for it. At that point, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to sign up for nothing else. All the signing up is done. There's no more phone calls. There's no more this or that. You just enjoy life, and I pray that each of you enjoy a promise delivered. And Team Royal. This mix is going to be outstanding simply because one feeds the other. And me and the elves will make sure all of you have 3. Okay? Me and the elves. So you can call me Santa if you want. I don't mind. That's it. You're going to go to the 12th grade. What happens? That position ends forever. We pick you up once again and bring you back to number 1. Start all over. When you get to the 4th grade, the 3rd time, what do we do? Subscribe. $175, not the $200 that it costs to participate. $175. So everybody gets the blessing of the green. Remember the green? Those who put in the $120 or the $25, they have that entry fee of $175. For us all over, everybody's coming in at the $175 after your first run. Okay, so once you've done that the 3rd time, you subscribe. You go on off 12. That one drops off, pick you back up, bring you back to 1. Go through again. Get to the fourth grade, what do we do? Donate. What are we donating to? The bread basket. The bread basket. What is the bread basket? Oh, well, it is a humanitarian project that is currently helping everybody with the first project is actually sustainable farming, aquaponic project. It's actually my project. Mine is slightly different than most that you will see out there on the internet. Mine is self-sustaining complete. Complete. The first one will be put up in the backyard here. It comes with the greenhouse, solar panels, filtered water, and its own system of foods that go in one behind the other. You always have something coming out of the door. Once you go in there with a case full of seeds, once you start it off, it never ends. A lot like a promise delivered. So if you notice and look at the name of the humanitarian project, that should tell you something. If you've read anything, I'll let you figure that part out. The humanitarian project has 6 different avenues it's going to go down. The first one, like I said, is food. The second one is going to make sure that people are healthy. There's products, there's different meditations that'll all be made available for everybody connected to a promise delivered. The next one is going to be helping the young folks. Some of them don't have some of the things we had coming up. Now we're looking at the whole country flipping from one idea to another one. And what I see in the very near future is the government getting out of the way like they were before. That didn't work very well. Our young people are wild. Look at them. Why are they wild? Because they didn't have any guidance. They took that control from the parents. Well, the promise delivered is going to step back in some kind of way. Social workers, activities, things that these kids need in their life that's good and wholesome, that they don't have to come out of pocket to do. Roller skating, learning how to sweat pipes, the stuff I came up with that's no longer available for young people. What do they have to do? Nothing. Make babies and kill each other. So, one of the avenues of a promise delivered humanitarian project is going to be looking at the young people, making sure that they have what they need. And we can't leave the seniors out. The last one is going to be taking care of vets and seniors the way I want to see them taken care of, and you want to see them taken care of. That's what that project's about. There should be no more jerry beating or putting people in homes where you know shady stuff is going on. How does a 90-year-old woman become pregnant? One way. So, like I said, in the very near future, that's what a promise delivered is going to be dealing with. Remember me asking, I don't know if you were on the call or not, I asked young people to go to the town meeting, City Hall. You don't even have to go anymore. You can go online and get involved. Now I'm going to ask all of you. If you got a town meeting, if they still do them, they should have either a physical live one that you go to the county building or wherever down at the courthouse, or it's online. Log in, start raising your hand and asking questions. Get back involved with the process. Okay. Fourth grade, once you've done the donation, there's four choices: 50, 100, 500, and 1,000. Those funds are going to help all the things that I just talked about. They're not going in my pocket. They're not going in anybody else's pocket. They're going to go directly to the actual people, even if I have to hand deliver it myself. No middleman. We gather up a bunch of money, hand it to them, and they say, oh, we'll make sure that they get it. No, that's not what we're doing. We're going to get addresses, phone numbers, talk to people. So those of you that didn't make it on the calling list or the callers and what have you, there's plenty of work that I'm going to generate. There's people that say, I want to help. I'm going to find out. Get involved, especially my super seniors. You know what you need and didn't have over the past 4 or 5 years. I need that information because not only do you need it, your next door neighbor down the street needs it. Your friend that you went to, to the war with needs it. The vets need it, but they got a lot coming to them here in a short second. Us vets, me included. There's a big package coming for vets, as it should have been years ago. But we are still going to do our part. Like I said, there's a reason for everything. And all of what we're doing, like I said, is part of what we do and should be doing for each other anyway. But when you don't have the means, it's difficult. That's the fourth grade, ladies and gentlemen. The first 2 times you're going over to Team Royal. The third time you're subscribing to the platform that you're participating with. The fourth time you donate to a worthy, real cause. First one's going to be food. Anybody been to the grocery store lately? How much was a head of lettuce? Ridiculous. How long did it last? No more than 3 days. Do you know why? Because it's grown a certain way. It's not healthy. It's GMO. It came out of a test tube, not out of a seed. See, things that come out of a seed have a shelf life of at least 2 weeks. At least before they break down. Some of these things you get out of the grocery store, if you leave it out overnight, it starts to wilt. It's not real. My aim is to fix that. So if you want to find out what the first project is, look up aquaponics. That's a little bit of homework so you know what I'm up to and what I'm going to bring forward. My systems are going to be about the size of the small ones are going to be 50 feet, and there's going to be 2 houses. These are climate controlled houses. That means you can set it to grow whatever you want. They're brick and tempered glass, ventilated, heated. The real deal. Filtered water. Okay? These systems are no joke. One person, two people, maybe 10 people run it, and they feed the entire community for free. Okay. It comes with the actual aquaponics. Yes, it's aquaponics. It comes with all the seeds. All the seeds come from Switzerland because all their stuff is non-GMO. That's the real food. You can't get it here, but that's where the real food is. The Amish have real food, but they don't share. The only way you get their seeds is buy their product and clean the seeds. Don't just throw the seeds in the garbage. There's going to be training on how to save seeds. That's what my grandmother showed me. Seed saving. When, fruit actually had seeds. But that all comes in one course. The whole unit comes with how to do it, what to do, the whole nine. That's what a Promise Delivered humanitarian project is going to do all around the world. We're going to start in my backyard. I'm going to show you the ground before I dig it up once I get it approved. If I don't get it approved here, it'll be somewhere else. But you'll see the first system go up. And you grow whatever fish you like. The aquaponics part of it is fish. The fish poop in the water and their bodies give off different foods that plants love. And I remember how when we would go fishing, my grandmother wouldn't let us throw the guts and all that, the heads away. I was, what is she doing with that stuff? One day I followed her. She went out front, she dug a hole around the rose bushes, threw all the fish parts in there, covered it over. Roses like that. That's how I got into growing things, watching her. And then my mother used to grow all types of plants. So it's ingrained how to do it. Now we're going to do it to eat. And whatever region you're in, you can grow that fish because it's, used to that area. The tanks are large, but the whole thing, if you go look at aquaponics, you'll see it. But like I said, mine is a full, complete system, including the first set of seeds and how you go get your fish and setting up the whole thing. You can grow anything, literally. And you'll hear people say, oh, farm raised this and farm raised that is sad and no good. Why do you think people say that? Because they want you to go to the grocery store. Why do you think they started making GMO non-seeded fruit? Hello, if you don't have any seeds, you can't grow it. Where do you go get it? From them. And it's full of chemical. Grow your own. Okay, that's what it's all about. All right, so the fourth grade should be clear to everybody. I'm going to stop the recording.